Hey, Gemini, Intuitive Soul Coach here with your July 2024 monthly reading. Welcome back to my channel if you're returning, and welcome if you're new. If you're interested in a personal reading, signing up for the monthly newsletter, or entering into the free reading giveaway, you can find all of that information in the description box below the video. All right, Gemini, one of your main themes showing up here for the month of July, you have body talk. So some of you are really focusing on self-love, taking care of your body. This can also be exercise. Some of you have really been focusing on mental health. It can be physical health as well. Perhaps you've been doing yoga. You could be hitting up the outdoors because you have the great outdoors showing up as your key theme, and maybe you're getting a lot of extra exercise outside. Maybe you're paddling, you're kayaking, paddleboarding. I just see you spending more time in nature, but it's also healing or increasing your self-confidence because some of you have gone through some very big shadows. Okay, very large challenges, because we do have here smack dab in the middle, there is shadow work. And this does talk about inner healing, but because we have both body talk and the great outdoors, I feel like getting out in nature and healing different aspects of yourself is really allowing you to come face to face even with some of your own insecurities, some of your own worries and fears. Some of you may have even suffered from a health issue is what I'm picking up on. Yeah, there may have been a health issue within the body. Some of you were in some sort of surgery, okay? Or you may have had to wear a cast. Some of you may have been in crutches, or you were in remission or recovery, something of that nature. You may have even looked to chakra healing, Reiki, or alternative forms of therapy to help you heal. For those of you that have been struggling with body image, okay, with body image, maybe things aren't looking the way that they looked 10 years ago, 15 years ago, right? I feel like you're changing not just your perspective, but you're also approaching things differently. You may be eating healthier. You may be looking at, the different things that you put into your body, the people that you surround yourself with. You could be spending some money on, it could be face creams. It can be, supplements to help you. I'm getting something with aging here for some of you. Okay. So perhaps you are trying to take care of your body in some way, shape, or form, but I also feel like you are incredible inside and out. Don't forget it. But I feel that a lot of you, you're working towards bettering your life in some way, shape, or form, bettering your health, your finances, your body, your relationships, because you have the Eight of Pentacles here, bottom of the deck. So there is some sort of work that you're putting into a situation, and I do feel like it's going to pay off for you. Yeah, you're making some moves. Bottom of the deck here for the finance card is the chess piece, and so you're strategizing at this time. You're coming up with long-term solutions, but by doing them now, it's actually going to help you down the road. So for example, perhaps you're changing up your diet. Maybe your digestive system doesn't, allow for gluten or dairy, or there's something here that you're changing, but it actually helps you in a big way. We're just getting all your cards out here for your monthly reading. What else do we have for love? Some of you, love has led to some heartache, but I see that there's new commitments showing up here for you. There could be a new relationship, or you're coming face to face with some sort of fear, some sort of shadow or wound. Wow, this one shot out. I'm excited to see what that one's all about, because it's almost like this comes in hot. This is something Spirit really wants you to know. Okay, there's something about trust. Trusting in the self, trusting in others, trusting in the universe. Now you also have inner child at the bottom of the deck as your key theme. So some of you could even be healing some sort of childhood wounding. This could be embracing the inner child. Oh, how interesting. For those of you that have Aries in your chart, you could be dealing with an Aries, or if you've really felt that this collective energy of Aries in the North Node, Libra in the South Node has impacted you in some way, you may want to check out that reading, because that reading also showed up as the Village. And we also have Apocalypse. So let's dive in here. Body talk is your first card out. Self-love, exercise, mental health, body image, and chakra healing. There is a feeling of confidence that is illuminated here at this time. And I also feel for you, Gemini, that you're getting back to a place of feeling more vitality, more momentum, more energy. You may be, again, getting outside, maybe getting some fresh air. This is going to help you immensely. Some of you could even be traveling in the month of July. You could be going hiking, camping, getting out in nature, grounding your energy, maybe hugging a tree, or just unplugging. Okay, unplugging from your everyday responsibilities. And I feel like this could be, for some of you, this is a yearly event that you do, or it's something that you wanted to partake in more. I'm also getting something with running. Maybe you're running a marathon, or you could be walking for a cause is what I'm getting here. You could be traveling by boat, maybe going on an excursion, spending time on a pontoon, or again, a kayak. Some sort of boat is showing up here for you. Now, because you have shadow, we're going to look and see what this could be. 3 of Cups with the 9 of Swords. Some of you, there's been an energy around third party. Okay, third party could be in the form of cheating or infidelity, but I also feel third party could be, anything external that influences a relationship or a dynamic in maybe a negative way that causes, a lot of unknowns, a lot of uncertainty and self-doubt, along with beliefs around worthiness, around one's worth. And you may have undergone a major experience in your life, maybe multiple times, that led to some trauma, post-traumatic stress. This could also be the ego. Some of you may have been dealing with a very egoic person who thought that they look good. Maybe they do look good, but their personality brings them from, an 8 to a 3. For some of you, I feel like you may have been, again, dealing with, maybe someone who didn't feel very confident, and they exuded their confidence in the form of overaggression or power, like power plays, power trips. Someone may have also shamed you for the way that you look. Yeah. And it's caused a lot of setbacks around moving forward, progressing. Maybe someone said to you as a child that, you shouldn't eat that, or you're not smart enough. There's something here around your character, but I feel that you're facing it at this time, and you're really encompassing that energy of self-love. Now, for some of you, this does have to do with career. You could be someone who helps others feel inspired. You could be a nutritional coach. You could be into wellness. You could be a tarot reader. You could be into physical fitness here, maybe chakra healing or mental health, because bottom of the deck, we also have career. And I feel like you've gone through some form of insecurity yourself. And I'm hearing bullying, Gemini. Some of you may have even been bullied. Okay, maybe bullied as a child with the inner child here. Or you are standing up against bullying. I feel like I'm getting the energy of advocating or advocacy in some way, shape, or form. Some of you are working with children who lack confidence, because we also have career and flexibility showing up here, as well as family. Some of you could be a family therapist, coach, mentor, or you yourself are seeking out professional guidance to help heal some issues here. But overall, you are coming face to face with some trauma. You're not letting it define you. You're letting yourself rise above. It's like you are the catalyst. You are the one healing. And you're saying, I'm not letting whatever this is hold me back. You're coming out of a place of fear or anxiety, obsessions, uncertainty. Some of you may have even suffered from sleep apnea. You may not have been able to sleep very well because of a situation. Some of you were, excuse me, something with the dark, like afraid of the dark. I'm getting that old book or the old TV series. Is it a TV series or a book? Like, Are You Afraid of the Dark? There's something here about being afraid of the shadows, being afraid of, what lurks below the surface. And I mean, maybe for some of you, it's an actual fear of the dark, but I feel like it has to do with the mind, right? Reaching the different depths of the mind that may be scary, that you may not want to face because you don't want to see what is coming out of the shadows. But I feel like you've come to the end with this Nine of Swords, Gemini. You've come to the end of some sort of mental distress, but you really have been facing the shadows. And as I said that, I seen 11:11 on the clock. So some of you could really resonate with the numbers of 11:11. And look at this. We actually have Four of Wands, which is the tarot card of 11:11. It's the Four Wands. So some of you, this is soulmate energy. It is manifestation. And you're overcoming, again, that third party energy or feeling left out in some way, shape, or form. Some of you, it can be going to extremes, excessiveness when it comes to maybe alcohols or partying in some way. I feel like you're letting that go, or that's no longer your lifestyle, or you're wanting to bring about balance. And there's a very important person here for you. I do see this. Now let's see what else is coming in. We have, money tree. Someone's rolling in the dough. This is about, financial abundance, long-term growth. I see the 10 of Pentacles. There could even be marriage here, commitments, legacy. This is the energy here of privilege. I mean, having money and being able to have what you want and need is a privilege. And I feel for some of you, because you have debt paid, you could be paying off something, maybe paying off a long time mortgage. This could be paying off, again, a home, a vehicle, some sort of debt that had accumulated over time. It's not something that, you bought last month and you're paying it off. It's not like a small credit card or a big one. I feel like this is something that you have been putting money towards for quite some time, gets paid off. Maybe sooner rather than later, but I feel like it has accumulated here. And some of you may even be buying a new vehicle or a new asset. There could even be money coming in. I'm getting leftover money, or if you've sold something and you've made way more, you could actually have a cash offer. I'm getting cash offer for some reason. Maybe there is, a new offer coming in, but you have enough to pay stuff off is what I get, because look at, you have unexpected expenses showing up. Could be in the form of a medical bill or a vehicle bill, but because you've paid off a loan or a mortgage or something that you were paying towards. I mean, it could be even a subscription that you had that you canceled and it puts extra money in your pocket. I feel like you will be able to afford to pay for any unexpected bills that come in. Some of you may be getting a new job offer in the month of July if you're looking for a job. Okay, I see a very important partnership coming in for you. So this could be attracting some sort of celebratory energy, and it fulfills you emotionally. You feel like you're being of service. You feel like your work matters, that people see you, they hear you, they respect you. There is something here around respect. You are respectable. You have talents here, and if other people weren't appreciating them, I feel like you are going to where you are appreciated with that job offer. Some of you could be mechanically inclined with the car showing up here. You may work on cars. Maybe you're getting your car worked on in the month of July, or you could be maybe taking your car to the car wash or waxing or, changing tires. There's something with a vehicle that's very prominent. Could be a fancy vehicle even, like a Porsche or a BMW. Some of you may even be renting a vehicle for travel purposes or business purposes in the month of July. We also have credit repair with the nail and hammer. So you're repairing what you lost, or you are pulling out the dead ends or the nails that are all, bent. You can't pound in a nail that's all wonky, right? You got to pull it out so you can start from scratch. And that's kind of the energy I get, is some of you are pulling out the dead weight, or you're pulling out mental beliefs. You may even work in, construction of some form with the hammer and the nails. We also have a loan approved. Okay, maybe that's part of the debt paid, or a new offer coming your way, as something is being approved here. Could be for that vehicle that we see. For others of you, this could be approval for a new offer. This could be a home. Some of you, you are putting in a notice of some sort. I'm getting a notice. Maybe this is a 2-week notice or a notice to vacate a property. Let's dive into the tarot here. Your first card out is the 10 of Pentacles. This is family. This is the card of privilege. And I feel like every sign, Gemini, has received this in the month of July. So maybe on a collective level, there's going to be a lot of timelines shifting. And you could be committing to new paths. You could be maybe this is marriage. This can also be retirement. This is the card of privilege, and something I've been saying often because this card has been showing up so often. The difference between privilege and entitlement is gratitude. And maybe you were dealing with someone who felt very entitled, right? They felt like, you know what entitlement is. And I just feel like you're letting that go. Someone around you may have been materialistic, very materialistic, like they had to have the best of everything. And I mean, this could be you as well. There's nothing wrong with that, but I feel like there is a level of balance needing to bring more of the spiritual or more of the deeper meaning to life aside from just the physical. But you've worked hard for the things that you have. There's nothing wrong with having, some toys to play with, whether it's a boat or home, four-wheeler, land. I'm getting also someone may want a farm or want animals. It could be horses. It could be sheep or goats. I see something with farm or farmland. Maybe even a new pet or a new animal is coming into the mix here. I see the dog and the cats playing around. I also see that some of you could be setting yourself up for retirement by making some smart moves now, or you're making some choices now, because I do see the Lovers, which is your energy, Gemini, smack dab in the middle of your reading. And it's about making a balanced decision between the head and the heart. Because the 3 of Cups is showing up, I feel like there will be a celebratory energy, but it feels also that some sort of triangle, whether it's a love triangle or you just felt left out of a family situation, or maybe someone else felt left out with the shadow, I feel like celebration comes, but there needs to be a choice made first. Okay, the Lover's energy is you. This is balanced decisions. It's all about partnerships, soul contracts. There could be love. I feel like love is definitely showing up in your energy this month. That could lead to marriage if you're not already married, or it could be making choices from the heart. It can be self-love, manifesting that spiritual and bringing it down to the physical. We have marriage, written all over your reading. This is about celebration. 4 of Wands, which is the halfway to marriage card, or it is, celebrating in some sort of reunion. This can also be festivals or activities where people are celebrating. This could be dance. I'm also getting birthday parties. We see the balloons in the background. So there could be a very important event that shows up in the month of July that does open your heart up, right? Because some of you needed this. You've been feeling a lot of anxiety. I also get something with sleeping with the windows open, or sleeping where the fresh air fulfills you. So maybe some of you are sleeping under the stars, or you've gone through a lot of, anxiety with the Nine of Swords showing up here, because this is obsessiveness, it's fears, it's worries, it's anxiety. It keeps you in that shadow place. But because I have the King of Cups here, there is a heart chakra activation happening, and it's going to lead to long-term growth and a lot of achievement. Someone's buying a new home here, or someone is purchasing or celebrating a special occasion. I'm getting a major milestone, travel, vacationing. Some of you are spending time near or on or by water. Yeah, and it's going to help with some anxiety, because if you've been feeling it and you've been really needing a break, or you've been obsessing about something, I feel like there's a new day has dawned. Pay attention to the birds. It could be red cardinals. It could be woodpeckers. It could be hummingbirds. There's something here, Gemini. I mean, you are an air sign where the birds like flock to you, or you're able to see, ginormous hawks or beautiful eagles. There's something with the winged creatures that are showing up here for you. That may be a sign that celebration is near and that you're on the right path. So I like this for you, Gemini. Very powerful. I do want to take a sneak peek. I feel like the Nine of Swords has to do with feeling left out, but there's going to be some sort of conflict resolution. Some of you may have even had a little bit of fear of missing out, or you may have been obsessing about whatever this third party energy or whatever you felt, that FOMO, fear of missing out on. But I feel like getting outside, getting grounded, getting back to a place of family or support. Someone needs to get better sleep, or they may be focusing more on sleep this month. Or, yeah, I'm getting restful sleep. You could even be dreaming a lot more, or perhaps you finally feel rested after you sleep a full night. Yeah, I just feel like better sleep is coming in here. It's going to lead to more energy and more momentum. All right, Gemini, what do we have for career, wealth, money, and abundance? You have the crown, you have the coins, and you have the ornaments. There's a celebration. Some of you, this has to do with Independence Day here in the United States. We have Independence Day, but I feel like you could be celebrating a major, again, event or a holiday, and there could even be either holiday pay, or you're taking some time off to celebrate some sort of success, wedding, or, engagement, reunion, holiday. This is about mature investments. And we have the word celebration showing up again. This may also have to do with retirement, finish work. Yeah, I'm getting, again, carpentry here, finish work. Maybe this is cabinetry as well, or some of you are building a home or working on building something for your family, your stability. This talks about retail and beauty. Some of you may be in the retail or beauty line or industry, because we have the body talk. So maybe you are building, a new brand. You could be experimenting with that Eight of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck, right? It's interesting because on this Eight of Pentacles, she is in her apothecary, right? She's blending some potions there. So you could even be coming up with a new scent, a new perfume, a new cream that uses maybe natural or organic products, or earth-based or plant-based. There's something here about you mixing and matching. And I feel like you have what it takes to really turn something into what many people want. If this is career, right? You have the ability to make a lot of bank, make a lot of coin off this as well, because you have money coming in. This is wealth, good investments. You may be getting a raise. It may be your lucky break, or you could even be in sales or finance. And I feel like this has to do with, excuse me, the stocks. I mean, this is also known as the Wall Street card. Now, I'm not a financial advisor, but if you have invested in some sort of stock, you could see possibly an increase, or you may see some changes. We'll just say changes here for you in that category, because there's a lot of coins on the 10 of coins. It is the card of privilege. It is the Wall Street. There could be something with maybe New York City, stock exchange, cryptocurrency, something of that nature. And then when it comes to the crown, Gemini, this is about overcoming those obstacles. Some of you have been dealing with a person who was on a power trip. Like I said earlier, maybe a lot of materialism, or someone who was very, very money hungry, or someone who was seeking status. And I feel like that's changing in some way, shape, or form. There's progress here being made. Someone's taking charge. This has to do with bossing up, becoming a boss, or taking ownership over a situation, admitting fault, or admitting that admitting one's wrongs is what I'm getting here. All right. So it does look like as well, retirement is written all over here. Massive changes coming in, choosing to be a part of something far greater. There's a lot of success and emotional fulfillment in this. There is an end to this obstacle and power play with that Nine of Swords. And I feel like there's new beginnings showing up here for you in terms of money. Let's look at love. Gemini, what do we have? So we do have marriage, commitments, and wedding involved here. This situation does involve a high level of commitment. A lot of you are already married, okay? Married with possibly children. Some of you have built a life together with someone. For others of you, I feel like you could have been divorced, or you could have gone through divorce, but you could be opening up to love again. That could lead to another marriage if you want that. You have give your relationship a chance, working on your partnerships. Some of you have a past life connection with someone. This bond is very strong. This bond will never be broken. Even if you are apart from this person, there is still a spiritual energy that pulls the both of you together. And I feel like some of you could be dreaming about this person, okay? Even if you're married and you may be asking, why am I dreaming about my ex? Or why is this person still showing up in my energy? I feel like there is a very strong past life soulmate connection here, okay? You've known each other before. It is a time of, expression. The month of July is about, expressing your love. I see that with the lovers smack dab in the middle of your reading. Go ahead and make the romantic gesture. Some of you could be proposing, popping the question, or just opening your heart to, not shutting off or walling off due to some sort of pain with the shadow. And it says your feelings, Gemini, are real and worth exploring. Yes, they are. Your feelings are real to you. And I feel like you're opening up a new avenue, or opening up to love, like love after loss. Or if some of you haven't felt very good lately, mentally, physically, emotionally, with that Nine of Swords, I feel like there is support, there is security, and there's trust. There's something about trust showing up here for you. I also see some of you could be attending maybe a child or a family member's wedding if you're already married. And if you're looking for love, you could definitely open the heart and meet someone while you are at a communal event, is what I feel. That could lead to long-term growth. Absolutely. For those of you that are at the beginning stages, maybe you've been dating someone for a couple of months, I feel like you are working on this partnership, and you may be making a choice. Is this where I want to be? Is this the type of relationship that's long term? Do we have substance here? Do we have compatibility? Can I open my heart to this dynamic? And I feel like you're going to know this month if this is something that you really want to pursue on a deeper level. All right, Gemini, what do we have here for your soul? Soul's truth. How can I deepen my trust right now? Trust, surrender, let go of the wheel. You can trust. You can trust yourself. Trust fully in yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others, because trust creates safety. And when we feel safe, we feel unstoppable. That's what I was picking up on earlier. There is a level of trust because you have the King of Cups. Now, the King of Cups is someone who is emotionally intelligent. This is someone who's very loving, very supportive, patient, compassionate. However, they are emotionally a tad bit distant until there is a level of trust formed. You can see that he's looking out his scope. He has it in his hand there, and he can see things from a distance, right? He's on an island. So sometimes you may keep people at an arm's length until you see what their intentions are, to see if there's a level of stability or a level of, even emotional connection. Some of you could be therapists, doctors, mentors, or you may have been seeking out a King of Cups energy to help you through some of these shadows. But this is about getting in touch with your emotions, Gemini, and retracting from drama, or asking yourself, why is there drama around here? What does this mean for me? And what is the role that I play in the drama? And that is part of the taking accountability for one's actions, maybe for one's shadows as well. And I feel like you are someone that people can trust, but you may have went cold to a situation, and someone may have even thought you were untrustworthy. But I feel like you are someone that, yes, when you love hard. And I feel like you are trustworthy. You're holding your cup. You're ready to give your cup of love over, or you're ready to kind of share that cup of love with someone. That's why you have the Lovers here. Let's see. Today's soul action. Let go and trust. Today, find your center in the chaos and be certain with yourself so that you can deepen your trust in others. Yeah, because of the third party energy here, some of you may have a really difficult time trusting in others, or even trusting in yourself, because again, you keep them at an arm's distance. It's almost like they have to prove their worthiness to you, where at one point, Gemini, you may have tried to give people the benefit of the doubt. There may have even been people that you trust with all your heart that let you down in some way, shape, or form, and you're trying to rebuild that within yourself. We have, when was the last time I couldn't stop smiling or laughing, right? Go back to a moment when you laughed so hard you almost peed your pants, or maybe you did. Feel the laughter grow in your body, your cheeks hurting and your eyes watering. Maybe there was even a snort or two. Laughter is healing. It reminds us to take life less seriously and find the joy in the littlest things. Note to self, laugh more often. Yeah, make someone laugh today. There could be something about comedy, a comedy show someone could be attending. Someone could have an inside joke. You could be laughing and smiling more than you have in months. You could be taking laughing yoga, or doing something that does bring a smile to your face. You could also be meeting new connections that bring a smile to your face, is what I'm getting. Some of you are very humorous, or there is someone in your soul tribe or in your family, could be a child as well, that is very, very funny. Okay, I'm also getting Dr. Seuss. Okay, someone may be reading Dr. Seuss, or maybe you've just heard a quote or a funny line from Dr. Seuss. Take that as it resonates. Someone could be celebrating a child's birthday in the month of July. Okay, that could be part of the celebratory energy here. Feminine could be female as well. Maybe someone is finding out that they're pregnant, right? There could be a new child entering into a family dynamic. Could be three. Someone could be in a pairs of three. Maybe there's three siblings. Maybe this is triplets. This could be a family of 5 I'm getting here as well. Maybe there's 5 of you, because I see the 3 of Cups and then the 2 cats in the background. Maybe a family of 5, or like the Brady Bunch. Something about coming together. There could even be stepchildren, or in-laws, something of that nature, blending. Okay, I just seen a show of the blending. Something, was it with Drew Barrymore? Someone's blending families, maybe after a loss. You may have children, they may have children. All right, what else do we have here for Gemini? We have the Village, which is a very important one, and we also have Apocalypse. So I want to look at this one too for you. But with the Village, I feel for a lot of you, it takes a village, right? It takes a village to raise a child. It's something about community as well. We'll dig into that here in just a moment. But apocalypse is about removing the veil of deception. And that's exactly what this shadow card is all about, removing the veil of deception. So someone may have deceived you, or maybe you've deceived yourself in some way, but that veil is being removed. Apocalypsis indicates a particularly painful time, one that unfolds when two disparate dynamics occur simultaneously, pulling the psyche in seemingly opposite directions. The first is a lifting of the veil. This means truths that have been kept in the dark are revealed, seen, and unearthed. No matter how relieving it is to witness them come into the light, an element of despair and grief follows. There's the shadow that we see, and there's the Nine of Swords. That is the card of despair and grief. The second dynamic, and I feel like that's where you're headed in July, is the second dynamic. I mean, I haven't read it yet, but I feel like a lot of you, because you're celebratory energies, I feel like it has to do with this next phase. The regeneration that comes from the wreckage of the revealed truth. It's like the tower, right? If there's been something that has come in that has shifted the foundation of your existence, of your world, it's the rebuilding. The old narrative breaks and a new story forms. Apocalypsis energy is similar to a forest fire's devastation for the sake of regeneration. The veil lifts and we see who and what has been hiding. From the nakedness of the truth, a child is born. Have faith in the process. Hold on to your center. That is the only way. Wow, that's pretty powerful. That clears up the shadow with the Nine of Swords. So there's definitely a regeneration coming from the wreckage. There's some sort of truths being revealed to you at this time. When this shows up as the light aspect, which I see that it is with your surrounding cards, the unknown becomes known and guides the way. But for some of you, Gemini, you felt the dark, which is, fatalism. It's hopelessness. It's despair, right? If you want to go deeper with this energy, Michael Mead's Why the World Doesn't End, you can look into that, or the movie This Is the End. And we have all kinds of things will be revealed during a time of apocalypsis, from big global lies to little white ones that lace the bedroom sheets. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. Brace yourself for the horse of truth to storm your every field. Interesting. And didn't we say horses earlier? There's something about wild horses, right? Being freed, like freeing yourself. It almost feels like a liberation. And because I keep getting the 10 of Pentacles in these readings, it feels like a collective energy, which could be, like it says here, a global lie. Could be something big. Maybe that has to do with finances or stocks or, money or exchange, privilege. This card has a strong relationship to Aletheia. If both cards appear in the reading, you've come to some real uncovering. So I don't see Aletheia. I do see the village, but we're going to take a look at the village because I definitely feel like this is a big part of your path here as well. All right. If any of you have Aries in your chart, you may want to check that reading out. I think it was Aries that had the village, or maybe it was Taurus. I think it may have been Aries. Let's just find it here. One moment. I'm going to pause the video so you're not waiting. All right, Gemini, the village is the hometown, the family, the tribe. The village presents us with a conundrum. On one hand, it's the place that feels most like home, the place to which you can always return. Nostalgia and comfort draw us back. On the other hand, it's the very place you must leave in order to grow. Around the village, an unspoken boundary exists, one most villagers do not want you to cross. Though some support your leaving, still you hear whispers of doubt as you venture beyond its borders, leaving them behind. The energy of the village is present anytime we feel restricted by a certain group, community, family, place, or ideology. It may have served us in the past, yet staying within its parameters will never satiate our thirst for life. Thank the village for all it has provided, knowing you will someday return. For now, the world awaits. This is a very intimate energy. It is rooted, it's intergenerational, it's communal, which we see a lot of that energy of family, community, tribe, origins. We see the heart wanting to kind of break free. Look at that in the background. It almost looks like a fire as well. Initiation, that's the apocalypse as well. When we feel dark, when it's the dark end of it, this is small-minded, it's gossipy, it's trapped, it's restricted, it's the shadow. So basically what we're seeing here is breaking out of a comfort zone. It's breaking out of, some sort of pattern, addictions, buried emotions, traumas that hold us back as well. It says, the village moves with you as it is more of a mindset than a physical place. Returning to the village is as important as leaving it. This can be thought of as a completion or an integration of what you learned out in the wild. Yeah, you've learned here. You've learned to step outside your comfort zone, or that is where you are headed, because outside your comfort zone here, you're going to find what you couldn't find in the comfort zone, in the village here. So thank it. Thank all the past energies, whether the village represents a relationship, whether the village represents some beliefs that you had in childhood. Maybe it's an old job. Maybe it's an old version of you, Gemini. Thank it, right? It's provided you, knowing that you can return, right? You can return to that energy, but I feel like you'll never return the same way because of what you've gone through. And the world awaits. You are being asked to step into this new threshold, this new portal. There is an integration happening here for you, and it's quite intimate because it's within yourself that may flow out into your outer world. So trust. That is why that trust piece is so very important for you. And a lot of you are undergoing a major heart chakra activation where you are feeling more confident that you have what it takes to do this, to survive, to live again after something that has been very difficult or challenging, and to open your world up in ways that you never thought possible. That is what I have for you, Gemini. If that resonates, please hit that thumbs up button. Feel free to share, like, subscribe, and hit that notification bell if you haven't already. Thank you so much for tuning in today. Lots of love.